The results of the Accessory Design Contest 2016 are in! Without further delay, here they are. Comment from the GMs. The concept of summoning birds with a flute is intriguing and simultaneously paints an interesting image for gameplay. Comment from Laurie Moon. The winner of the Accessory Design Contest 2016 is the Sky Caller, designed by, this key's tilde, and that's an asterisk. I'm just gonna call this person tilde asterisk. Maybe it was the sad face on the picture, or the kind of awkward looking stance, but this design went completely unnoticed by me and didn't even make it into my top 40. Maybe it's because it already looks like the sort of thing that should already be in GetAmped 2, or it's in the same style, I don't know. With all of that said, it still does seem like quite an interesting design, and in the description it is even emphasized that the accessory includes the wing ears, the anklets, and the flute itself. All of the attacks sound pretty neat as well, with gliding and soaring about at close range. Double jumping can make you fly atop a bird, but costs MP, and the weak hold attack is an incredible buff which costs MP and also works on teammates. And the strong hold is an attack which can give you more MP. That sounds a little bit overpowered in my opinion. +1 speed, jump, and tech? And in addition to gaining MP back, you can use it as much as you want. I mean, it costs MP to use, your MP runs out, you use the other attack, you get more MP, you just do it over and over and over. That's just too much. But here the creators even noted that this isn't finalized and can be changed if need be. Even though it would be cool to have this sort of power, it probably is necessary, and it does need to be nerfed a bit. Not only that, but the special attack can summon birds and create tornadoes. This accessory may not have been one of my favourite picks, but it's an absolutely incredible example of what I've stressed in my top 40 and top 20 videos. Even if you're unable to draw your accessory effectively with detail, grandeur, and colour, what is looked into at the end of the day is the idea itself. And this accessory clearly has such variety and uniqueness in its attacks that I don't feel too bad about this one winning over some of my favourites at all. I'm looking forward to seeing what it actually looks like in the game, and what sort of changes we can expect to see to it. I hope we can get it in the Prime market like previous winners as well, because I really want this shit, I will say that much. Comment from the GMs. The amount of effort and detail put into this is incredible, and the king on the card is great. Comment from Laurie Moon. Eternal's design, the King's Spirit, won joint second in the Accessory Design Contest. Now this one was my number 6 favourite submission, and there's no surprise that this one did as well as it did. Sure, it's another dang old sword, but it has so many flourishing attacks, cool card tricks, a unique spawnable king NPC, and changeable modes. It's a shame that this one couldn't have been put into the game, but I wouldn't have liked to have seen another sword when there are so many of them put in anyway. Still, with that said, I like seeing this accessory getting included in the finalists in some way for the amount of detail and thought put into it. And it even looks as if the GMs took exactly what I said from my top 20 video for their own comment. Great minds think alike, eh, fellas? Comment from the GMs. Lots of effort involved with a very unique concept. Comment from Laurie Moon. Yes, yes, so much yes. Fishy Finn's Siege Master won joint second. I ranked this one at number 11, but I felt so strongly that there was no way this accessory could come first due to its complexity. Still, I absolutely loved the design and care put into it, and Fishy Finn's personal comment about understanding its complexity, but still wanting to push GetAmped 2's capabilities of what an accessory is capable of. I cannot think of a more perfect outcome than putting this intricately crafted accessory in the number 2 position. Well done, Fishy Finn. Comment from the GMs. Very fun ways of executing attacks. Comment from Laurie Moon. My cousin with the same surname, Moonless. Congratulations at winning the joint 3rd place prize. Moonless's design, the Clumsy Waiter, was my number 2 favourite design, with a goofy waiter and shaking effect, and badass attacks of looking like a stumbling fool, but actually dealing a lot of damage and effects to the enemy. I would have loved to have seen something like this put into the game. I know it's a fighting game, but it'd be great to see more funny and jokey accessories, instead of everything trying to be super flashy and powerful all the time. Comment from the GMs. Seems really fun. Imagine your character with 3 extra sprites around you. Comment from Laurie Moon. Scottish's Malignant Marionette only just made it into my top 40 at the number 40 position. But I did think it was a really cool looking design, just a little too complex for my tastes. Your character would hold a needle and have a small capelet and gloves, but in addition to that, you would also be able to summon 3 small anime girl dolls, each with a lance, greatsword, and sword and shield. Imagine your character with 3 extra sprites around you, says the GM. Yeah, I can imagine it, and it's too busy. Maybe it's the generic swords, the accessory being too busy, or the anime girl dolls, but it's just not my cup of tea. Still, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Someone in the higher-ups of Cyberstep HQ loved it and put it at a number 3 joint position. Can't argue there. If they too saw the complexity and still rated it highly, then I guess I should ignore all of what I've said and learn to appreciate it too. The attacks all do look very fast-paced and cool, super flashy combos, and I really like the teamwork looking aspect of it, where every attack looks as if one doll has one job and it's up to perfectly timed teamwork with each other to string together attacks. Get it? I said string because it's like a sewing needle? No? If this accessory was what it was without the dolls, just the sewing needle, capelet, and gloves, I think I would have loved it a lot more, but anime girls with generic swords and spears ain't my thing. Sorry. Anyway, I think I definitely overlooked this accessory to some degree, but there was just a few minor things that prevented me giving it any credit, and I apologize for that. Comment from the GM. So cute! I want to see the fish flopping around everywhere. Comment from Laurie Moon. No! Champlu's Koi's Secret, my number 1 favorite accessory of the entire contest, didn't win, and I didn't want anything less, but I guess I shouldn't complain, seeing it's at the very least being recognized as a finalist. All of its attacks of turning an enemy into sushi, whacking the enemy with a koi, and countering oncoming attacks with a chopping board are so incredible and badass, but also in a comical fashion, which, as I said before with the Clumsy Waiter, my number 2 design, is something I desperately want more of in GetAmped 2. I want to see the fish flopping around everywhere, says the GM. I do too! So why didn't you make this one win? Why couldn't you just put it in the game? Ugh, it can't be helped. Congratulations, Champlu. When all is said and done, I'm so glad your accessory design was rewarded in some way. For the GM's Choice Awards, Sinino's Punishment School was the only one on my top 40 that made it, and his design was my number 15 choice, another funny but cool design that GetAmped 2 could do better off with. I'm so glad that this awesome design at the very least won a GM's Choice prize. Congratulations, Sinino. I hope you're glad you got some recognition. Because the other GM's Choice Awards weren't on my top 40, I'm just going to rush over them. The GM's Choice, Lamea of Mythos. A giant snake's tail added onto your character seemed like a bit too much, but I definitely think it's cool. GM's Choice, Oni Ramen. Fucking hell! I can't believe I missed this one on my top 40. Having a deadly spicy noodle bowl as an accessory would be hilarious. GM's Choice, Tempest Noctua. There were several time-themed accessories in this year's contest, but I feel it's a very difficult one to tackle as it always gets a bit too complex. Balancing the hourglass on your head with the accessory seems kind of cool though, and with lots of freezing the enemy type of attacks, this one seems like quite a good accessory to fight defensively with. GM's Choice Wondrous Gift. The ethereal cape and cards is actually pretty cool. Maybe the King's Spirit completely overshadowed this design for me and made me not even consider it in the slightest. But I wish I hadn't, because this one is pretty cool. So there you have it, the winners of the Accessory Design Contest 2016. The prizes will be sent out to the winners on the 27th during the next mate, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't include the winning accessory, so we may have to wait a few more months until we can see the Sky's Caller accessory finally ready for us to all use in GetAmped 2. Oh, and my own design, the Wilderness Talent, didn't win anything. And neither did any of the other accessories from my top 40 list, or any unique accessory design that was submitted for the competition. We all get nothing. Well, we get a participation prize. 1,000 fucking win. A moment of remembrance for our amped comrades.
Oh, are you doing a moment of remembrance?
I'm doing a moment of remembrance.
I thought you were just having a pause there.
I'm not having a pause. This is serious.
Alright.
People's Designs got shit all for that.
Eat your bloody vitamins.
Have a vitamin C. Thanks everyone for watching. I said it before and I'll say it again. If there's anything we can learn from this year and the Sky's Caller winning the competition, it is solid confirmation that you don't need intricate drawing skills to be able to win the competition. As long as the idea is strong and the attacks are well thought out, you still have a solid chance at getting your accessory put into the game. I'm Laurie Moon and I'll see you guys for the Accessory Contest 2017.